Hey you guys, how you doing? Welcome to Blending with Henry. It is Super Bowl Sunday. I am super excited, and I guess you know why, right? So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now you guys, I have always wanted to make date syrup, but I never got around to doing it because I thought it might be too complicated. So I decided to go ahead and go for it and found out it's only two ingredients. Very simple, water and dates. Now I had even more of a reason to make it because a California business called Rancho Meladuco sent me a beautiful package of dates. And hey, I decided let's go ahead and give it a try to start off the new year. So if you guys are ready, let's go in the kitchen. I'm going to show you the dates as well, and we're going to make the syrup step by step. I received this package of goodies from Rancho Meladuco. They are California based, and dates are what they do, and the dates are homegrown fresh. This is their website. They're all about dates, and they offer many packages of dates that are perfect for gift giving. And it's not just about dates alone. They have many recipes on their website that incorporate dates, so you definitely want to check this out. As I mentioned earlier, you guys, these are perfect for gifts. This is the 2-pound box of the large Medjool dates. There's also a cup of smaller sized dates called grinders. Inside the lid of the box mentions different ways to use the leftover date pits, which is pretty cool. The grinders come in this cup and are considered imperfect, and they are smaller like the typical Medjool dates and are best used in recipes and smoothies. On the left are the signature hand-packed Medjool dates, which are much larger, and these are the grinders. Here's a close-up. Now I'm going to show you how the signature hand-packed dates look from the inside. They are big, dense, and creamy. Lots of delicious meat in one Medjool date. Pulling it apart more, check out the size of the seed in comparison to the date. The seed is not small. The date is just really that big. Now this is the grinder Medjool date, which is smaller. It still has a very creamy, meaty texture like the larger signature date. And you can see that the seed may appear larger, but it's the same size as the signature date. Now let's make some jars of date syrup, you guys. Make this once and you're hooked. We'll be using the imperfect dates since we're not going to use any of the fiber in this recipe. First thing is to boil water to soak the dates in. Use 2 cups of Medjool dates and remove the pits from them. Now you want to place them in a heat-proof bowl and pour the boiling water over them until the water reaches just over the top of the dates. No need for more water than that. Cover the dates and allow them to soak for 1 hour. Then pour the dates and the water they steeped in into a saucepan on the stove. Turn up the temperature on your stove to create a boil and add 1 cup of water. Once the dates and water reach to a rolling boil, turn the heat down to medium. Stir periodically to prevent any burning or sticking. Now you want to allow it to simmer for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, you will notice the mixture is thickened and it's ready. Now, this step isn't super necessary, but I will explain about it. So what I'm doing, you guys, is giving the dates and water mixture a few pulses just to break the dates down a bit more, but not blend them. Now this allows me to get more liquid from the dates. Allow it to cool before the next step. Now you can also hand mash them. Now I'm using the Vitamix food processor attachment, but you can do this with the Vitamix wet container or any food processor. Now pour the mixture into a nut milk bag or cheesecloth. Now I'm double backing myself with a sieve underneath to filter out all the fiber. Now grab your sack and begin to squeeze the syrup out of it. Now, I'm sorry you guys, that's the best I can get out of that one. Take it whatever way you want to take it. Okay? Now gently squeeze, and it should take about 5 minutes to fully extract all the liquid, or at least until you're satisfied. This is the amount of the extracted liquid, which is quite a bit. Pouring into a measuring cup, it measures to 4 cups, but we're going to reduce that liquid as the final step in making the syrup. If you are curious about the leftover fiber, this is it. Now honestly you guys, don't throw this away. It's so delicious. It tastes like a fresh baked sweet potato. You can also put this in cookies, cakes, and desserts for extra flavor. Now pour the liquid back into the original saucepan to begin the reduction. Bring it to a rolling boil. After it begins to boil, reduce the heat to medium-low, but make sure it still maintains a low boil. Reduce the liquid just like you would when making a gravy or sauce, so you don't want the heat too low, and periodically stir to prevent burning and sticking. The syrup should be reduced and ready in 30 minutes, or until you're satisfied with the thickness. Your syrup is ready when you see the liquid begin to boil more rapidly and more steam appears. The finished date syrup has now reduced to half the amount from the original 4 cups. The date syrup is still warm, so it will appear more like a black tea. Once refrigerated, it will be darker and thicker like maple syrup. This is date syrup I made the night before, you guys. You can see it's darker and thicker as it pours more slowly. Like I said before, you guys, try this once and you'll be hooked. Don't give so much love to store-bought products. Now, pour this on your pancakes, waffles, or desserts, or sweeten your tea with it, or use it in recipes. Not only is date syrup sweeter than maple syrup, so you'll naturally use less of it, it's much lower on the glycemic index, so it makes for a much healthier option. You've got to try it. Syrup, but I've been putting it off because I thought it might be too complicated. Then I found out it's only 2 ingredients, water and cashews. Oops. Alright you guys, thank you so much, and I will have the recipe posted on my website later today along with the latest Vitamix promotions. Now the links for everything are below the video or on my website, bladeWithHenry.com. See you soon.